And that's the C-Max gone. And the Viva also. So I imagine you want to know what's gone on there. Today we've had Theo pop down to us, a subscriber. Theo owns Bowen's Garage in Ross-on-Wye. I hope I said that right, Bowen's Garage, yeah, on Ross-on-Wye. And he is our first trade-to-trade dealer. So Theo saw the videos and saw the C-Max and the Viva and said, actually, they're bang on stock for me. He does newer stuff than me, nicer stuff, specialises in low mileage stuff. He said they'd actually be great for me for retail. So we came to a deal on the two cars, and he came down today, picked them up, lovely, hassle-free. The actual picking up the cars, I think, took 10 minutes. I think the following 3 hours, I don't know how long it's been exactly, it's just Theo and I chatting. Fantastic to meet you, Theo. Thanks for coming down. Thanks for such an easy transaction. It's so great to meet other car traders and learn a lot about how the trade works. So fantastic story, Theo. I'm sure he won't mind me telling you. He started off, I think he said it was with a Renault Megane 10 years ago on his driveway. Use a truck. Yeah, 10 years ago, started with a Renault Megane on his driveway. Built up from there, now has 2 sites doing, let's say, the newer stuff. Has like about 30, 40 cars and a workshop. And him and his dad have built it up to that level. So fantastic story to hear there. Great contact to have. Hopefully we'll do business together. Maybe I'll take some of his cheapies and he'll have some of the more expensive stuff. Had a lot of inquiries from a lot of you about starting to do some trade-to-trade deals. So really do appreciate that. And remember, message me on Instagram if you're interested in that. I want to start a bit of either a second website or something, starting to offer stuff out trade on there. If you want to be a part of that, message me on Instagram, but you must be a trader because everything will be sold trade. As you can see, I have a lot of stock now and I really need to start getting stuff prepped and out the door. So inside I've still got the Mercedes that I've done nothing with yet, the 50,000 mile Mercedes that came from a subscriber. So that is 2 owner, first one being Mercedes, pre-registered, then the actual owner bought it. It's only done 50,000 miles, the 280. Cracking car there, immaculate interior, just needs a little bit of doing on the bumper, so we'll get around to doing that. I've got my BMW, which actually isn't fully advertised yet. I've got my Renault Clio. Then outside I've got my Suzuki Swift that I got from the part exchange deal that I haven't done anything with. I've got this 2013 63 plate Hyundai i30 with the 1.6 diesel in it, which I haven't featured yet. I picked up from the main dealership. Needs the sill repair down there and a repair on the bumper there to be done. I've obviously got my Suzuki Swift Sport. Like I said, I've got the Suzuki Swift, I've got the Kia Proceed, got the Alfa Giulietta, got the automatic Corsa, got the Hyundai i10, the Polo sold, that's going out the door. Got the Fiat 500 that I picked up from the main dealers as well. Got the 1 Series which is sold also trade to trade to one of my subscribers. So we'll meet him when he comes down. I think he's coming down on Saturday. Got the Fiesta I've done nothing with. Got the Jaguar down at Moors. Got the Citroen DS down at Moors. Got the Skoda Yeti to finish off after Davey's done the paint. Got that little Nissan Micra with the hole in the roof, the one that drove fantastic that I need to do the repair on, still sitting there. And I haven't got my MGB up and running yet. Or my Citroen van. I need to get my Citroen van down and get it MOT'd. So shed loads on. So it was exactly the right thing with this much on just to move those 2 cars on. But it puts the cash back in the bank. Cash flow's there now to go and get the cheapy stuff which we know is going to sell for me. So in terms of what I'd be cherry picking out there for myself, the Suzuki Swift, the Hyundai i30, the Fiat 500, obviously my Suzuki Swift Sport, the Corsa, the i10, they're all bang on my kind of models. The Proceed not so much, it appears, for whatever reason. The Alpha I keep hold of as well. But now that cash flow's freed up to buy more motors that if I'm offered by that main dealer, I'll be able to take up those offers as well. So yeah, speaking of which, I think I've got a message from him here. So let's check out what he's offering me now. So busy old Saturday, guys. James has come and picked up the 1 Series from so the 1 Series that we got from the main dealer, 120 diesel that I wasn't going to retail. James, a subscriber who's just set up his own business selling cars, came and picked up the 120D with his fancy new trailer and his new unit. So he's just starting out at the beginning, so that's, I told him to start his channel up because I think you guys will be interested. He's a lot younger than I am, and he started up the business, with his girlfriend, 2 of them just out of uni, couldn't find decent jobs that were, you know, decent paid, and decided, hell, let's just try it on our own. And so power to him. Really cool story, that one. I'm looking forward to seeing how those guys get on trading small cars like me. Like I say, we're doing it from a driveway, and now they've just started to get their first unit. So I said to them, a lot of people will be interested in that journey, so get recording. So thanks to James coming down, picking it up. The Fiat 500, if you remember, I put up pictures of it with the pictures off the other Fiat 500 I had in, because I didn't have time to photograph this one. I just covered over the number plate. Well, I've immediately had a message on that, and a lady wants to see that this afternoon, so I need to quickly get that clean. And that's been a bit pressing because I had to quickly clean the Polo for Zan, who's just picked up and taken it away. It had been sitting outside for a couple of days, so I wanted to give it a quick buff off with some quick detailer. So Zan's come and picked up his Polo, so hi again to Zan. Nice to see you. Sorry for the sweaty wet jumper here from cleaning cars. So yeah, Zan's taken the Polo away, and we've had another subscriber call this morning and say they want the Corsa. So so I've just got to check up on what the delivery costs will be to get the Corsa to him. We've also got someone who wants to come and see the BMW any minute now. They're supposed to be turning up. We've got 2 people interested in the BMW. One wants to know when the other chap's had his test drive. If it doesn't go, he wants to have come and have a test drive of it. So getting busy, guys. I do appreciate the concern of you. Some of you had some concern. It seemed like genuine concern that I was in some kind of financial difficulty and I was overstretching myself. Don't worry, guys. I have a very large contingency fund put aside. So I'm too long in the tooth to take big risks. I'll leave that to the young guys and girls. Mine is all very measured. So don't worry. I'm not overstretching myself. And some of you thought I hadn't been selling cars because I hadn't really mentioned it, but obviously, like I say, we traded off the 2 cars, made some profit on those. We traded off the BMW, made some profit on that. We sold the Polo, made some profit on that. So yeah, we have been, I can't remember the other stuff I've sold that's gone out. Stuff's turned over quickly. We've already got somebody interested in the 500. We know we've got somebody potentially on the Hyundai as well. Haven't advertised the i10 or the Suzuki. So to be honest, the only bit of stock I've got that's sitting that isn't sold is the Kia Ceed. That's the only bit. Everything else is pretty much shifting. I haven't advertised the Mercedes yet, obviously, either. So, oh yeah, we have got the Clio. I've had that up for a week and haven't had a call on the Clio yet, but I did, as I said, I was asking fairly strong money for that. I've got room to come down a bit on that. Tempted not to because it is so clean. It is a really, really good example. Had a really good history as well, didn't it? Now it's got a new advisory free MOT on it as well, if I recall correctly. I know Clios out there are cheap, but I think this is much better than the average Clio. So yeah, things are good. Don't worry about me, guys. I appreciate the concern, but don't worry about me, guys. You know I like to ham it up a little bit every now and then. We've had more calls on the Honda CR-V and on the Nissan Qashqai today as well. They could have sold multiple times over. Some of the adverts are floating around somewhere on sites I don't have control of. A lot of the sites you put it on, it feeds out to other sites, and when you delete it off the main one, doesn't necessarily delete it off the others. So I had a lot of messages off of that, and a number of you also wanting, for whatever reason, to buy the Jaguar. A lot of you want to buy the Jaguar off me. Had offers of 3k and 2.5k and so forth. Not sure what I'm doing with it yet. I need to find out what the score is. I would not want to bin that off if it turns out to be something quite simple, because my daughter absolutely loved that car and she said I want to be taken everywhere in that. So family comes first, don't they? So if we can get it running right, then it may be something I do hang on to, and some of you said shift on the Alpha or just run it for a few months and enjoy it. So this Saturday, normally Saturdays aren't a busy, but Saturday's there. I've just literally, in between what I just said about the Clio and walking back over to my desk, I've got a message actually on the Clio as well from someone. So this Saturday's really busy with people looking for cars. Like everybody, like I always say to you, it's really weird. You think things are quiet, and then some days it's like everyone got up and decided at the same time they needed a car. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Obviously nothing's sold till it actually leaves the premises and the money's in my bank. So what a mental Saturday that was. So the second person came to look at the 5 Series BMW because the first person actually really needed an auto, so I'm not quite sure why they came to see that. They did try out the Mercedes, but they had a car that that is due MOT next month. They think it's going to fail, and if it fails they'll be looking for a new car, so they were looking round. Anyway, so then our subscriber came along, took out the BMW, absolutely loved it, and put a deposit down on it on Sunday. So that's sold. The people that came to see the 500, first people to come and see it after I put up the photos from the other 500 because I hadn't cleaned this yet, they took it out. I hadn't even got round to clean. I'd given it a basic clean, but Saturday was so crazy I never got to give it a full clean. But they bought that, so that's got to go down for MOT now. 5495, 4995. So that's got to go down. The gentleman with the Corsa agreed, the subscriber agreed the delivery charge for the car to be dropped up to him, so that's gone down for MOT. So that's sold as well. So on Saturday the Corsa sold, the 500 sold, the BMW sold, the BMW 1 Series went out the door, didn't it, on trade, and the day before we got shot, or a day or so before we got shot of the Viva and the C-Max. Am I forgetting any other cars? It's been that crazy at the moment. Yeah, so I've got someone strong on the Hyundai i30 that I need to get that sorted for. Still hadn't advertised the Suzuki yet. I think that'll go, so we need to get that cleaned up. And then we've got Davey in this week, Wednesday, to paint the door on the i10, and we know those sell well. So actually, we're at a point where, guess what? We need more stock again. Yeah, we need more stock. We want some more little ones. Got a lady that's supposed to be due and come and see that this evening, the Clio. So if she turns up, that may well go as well. We really do need to get on to do something with Mercedes. It'd be nice to have that and the Jag fixed and start a little personal collection of stuff, wouldn't it? But I haven't got the room and I don't drive them, so we need to get that done as well. So yeah, super busy. A lot of people were saying, oh, you know, this dealer is just handing the crap over to you. I think you need to go back and watch the videos on the BCA stuff. The cars that I'm getting from that dealership, I'm able to test drive them, check them out first, look them over. Yes, I'm buying everything to keep them happy, but the prices I'm getting at the Jag is trouble, but I was told it was trouble, and I was allowed to buy it for pretty much peanuts. So yes, I took his trouble on, but at a price that was worthwhile doing it. But the BMW is a great car. The 500 is a great car. The little 1 Series is a great car, just wasn't for me. That i30 is a great car. Yes, the Yeti next door, I still haven't, I haven't still got that up for sale yet, haven't I? I've got to finish that off. Again, I got it at a price where doing that damage was well worthwhile. There's loads of margin left in that car. I've got far more margin than these and have on the BCA cars. And I'm not having to wait for them to turn up all the time, and you know, the hassle I get off them. So I'm not quite sure where people got the idea that somehow that relationship wasn't worthwhile. It's probably about the best thing that's happened to the garage in a long while. So yeah. So yeah, really busy Saturday. It's quite good because I'm thinking I might take a little bit of a holiday this month. There's potentially a lads holiday on the cards, but we're also having a little family break at the beginning of next month, so it'd be good to get all the sales in, closed off, and then I can go, as a self-employed person, can go on a holiday without worrying that I'm not earning any money, because I should have already squared the month away. So yeah, busy. And suddenly I'm back to worrying about whether I've actually got enough stock rather than having too much stock again. Happens in a heartbeat, guys. Happens in an absolute heartbeat. Every time you think you got it nailed, you got all your stock lined up, and you're good to go, you won't run out, then suddenly everybody gets up on one given day, and I never know why this happens. They all get up on one given day and suddenly they want to buy. If I had to follow any kind of a trend, I'd say that the first few days of the month are normally the business, and I can only assume it ties in with payday. People have had payday. At the end of the month and at the beginning of the month, they're ready to do their car shopping. That's the only thing I can think. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for all the comments, the likes, the shares. Please do check below if you're subscribed or not. We still have about over 60% of people watching the videos aren't subscribed. Remember, it costs nothing to subscribe. You just got to hit that subscribe button, that bell down below, and you'll get a notification every time a new video comes out. As always, thanks again. Catch you soon.